Here's your wrestling news for May 27th, 2022, and your headlines for today include WWE confirms moving Money in the Bank 2022, what went wrong with the show? Several huge names, former world champions, pulled from Money in the Bank 2022. CM Punk jokes about bomb threat following WWE moving Money in the Bank. WWE Hell in a Cell is officially sold out. What has the show done that Money in the Bank can't? WWE's burial of Sasha Banks and Naomi was meant to be much worse. Davey Boy Smith Jr. willing to make WWE return despite short run last year. OnlyFans subscribers of Tammy Sytch automatically refunded as her account is locked. WWE superstar Damian Priest called out for cheating with multiple women. WWE Hall of Famer makes huge prediction regarding John Cena, and more. We're kicking off today with Money in the Bank, which is meant to be one of WWE's biggest premium live events of the year, but that won't be the case for this year's show. We reported yesterday that WWE had been looking to move the July 2nd event, and now the company themselves have confirmed the change. Rather than take place at Las Vegas's Allegiant Stadium, the show will now take place at the MGM Grand Arena, as confirmed in a statement sent out to ticket holders. Those who purchased tickets for Allegiant Stadium have been refunded their current seats and are being given the first opportunity to purchase tickets at the MGM Grand. WWE did not give an explanation as for why the move happened, but it's believed that low ticket sales for Money in the Bank has caused the move. Other than the two titular ladder matches, no bouts have been confirmed for this year's Money in the Bank event, but WWE has already taken a huge step to avoid masses of empty seats appearing on TV. Not only has Money in the Bank 2022 got a new location, but it also has a new poster, which could be a sign of more bad news for the July premium live event. In the original poster for the show, fans could see Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, Becky Lynch, Bobby Lashley, Ronda Rousey, Kofi Kingston, and Charlotte Flair, none of whom are being advertised for the event on the new MGM Grand poster. Like the change of location, WWE have given no explanation behind these changes, but we do know that Reigns is still expected to compete as part of his new, lucrative contract with WWE. Reigns is expected to face Riddle at Money in the Bank, which would explain the original Bros' prominent placement on the new poster. Riddle vs. Reigns is the only match rumored for the show, but even with the head of the table, Money in the Bank may go on ahead without a ton of WWE's most popular, previously advertised superstars. Moving venues isn't what WWE wanted to do with Money in the Bank, but AEW's CM Punk is finding the situation very funny. On Instagram, Punk joked that WWE was facing another bomb threat, along with a picture of the poster for WrestleMania 7. That show was moved due to an alleged bomb threat by a fan riled up by Sergeant Slaughter's anti-American gimmick, but in reality was due to low ticket sales. We doubt WWE will use the same excuse on TV that they used back in 1991, but for CM Punk, the company he once worked for having to move locations is clearly very funny. Money in the Bank 2022 may not be going as WWE would have wanted, but the same cannot be said for next month's Hell in a Cell event. On Twitter, WWE were proud to show off the event's success, saying that tickets for the June 5th event have officially sold out. Unlike Money in the Bank, matches have been confirmed for the show, including a Hell in a Cell match between Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins, a handicap match pitting Bobby Lashley against MVP and Omos, and a Raw Women's Title triple threat match, including Bianca Belair, Asuka, and Becky Lynch. Hell in a Cell's success could force WWE to evaluate a lot about their current plans, as unlike the struggling Money in the Bank, Hell in a Cell 2022 won't be a stadium event. It'll also go ahead without the undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns, which may be seen as a sign that the Tribal Chief isn't needed for a show to be a hit. Despite not being a stadium show and no appearance by the Tribal Chief, Hell in a Cell has already proven to be a success, and we're sure that will give WWE a lot to think about. Self-proclaimed pillar of the company, MJF has lashed out at AEW in a now deleted tweet. It is just the latest of his line-blurring jibes against the company. The bidding war of 2024 has been a phrase touted by the Long Islander for almost as long as his tenure with AEW. Although previously thought to be the heel making use of his real-life contract expiry to get heat from tribal fans, reports have emerged that he is in fact in a dispute with the company over his contract. Further adding fuel to the fire, Friedman himself has hinted that he is leaning into a switch to WWE. While it's unclear if WWE will be interested enough to ignite Friedman's dream of a bidding war, it remains a possibility. Tony Khan was asked to comment on the issue during the Double or Nothing media call, to which he said, "Wrestling thrives when off-screen conflict carries over on-screen." This provoked a response from the man in question himself on Twitter as he proclaimed this place in a now-deleted tweet. MJF has alluded to his status within the promotion in recent episodes of Dynamite. However, as he remains in character for the most part, even in fan interactions and on social media, it's unknown how serious this outburst is. MJF isn't just having a contract dispute as an employee, as he continues to lock against former bodyguard Wardlow to a deal restricting him from continuing his singles career. When Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of WWE during last week's episode of Raw, the company didn't waste time in burying the two superstars. On commentary, Corey Graves said the pair had acted unprofessionally by walking out over a creative dispute in a huge statement by WWE, not just to fans, but other superstars. Graves has earned some backlash from fans for the comment, but it turns out that what he said was actually in Sasha and Naomi's best interest. Speaking on Unlocking the Cage, fellow Raw commentator Jimmy Smith said that Vince McMahon had something much worse planned for the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champions. What I don't get at all is the heat that my broadcast partner Corey Graves is getting. They gave him something to read, and much like Michael Cole, he toned it down a little bit. But guys, Michael Cole and Corey Graves aren't making this stuff up. People are getting mad at them like they're freestyling this stuff. They're not. Many fans have taken issue with how WWE has handled Sasha and Naomi's walkout, believing it should be handled more privately, but things would have been much worse if not for Corey Graves. We've got an update in the Tammy Sytch case now, as the WWE Hall of Famer is looking at some serious jail time if she's found guilty over the death of Julian Lasseter. In the midst of her legal battle, Sytch decided to promote her OnlyFans, but now the exclusive content subscription service wants nothing to do with her. According to a subscriber's transaction details, they were sent an automatic $15 refund when they were meant to see their subscription renew, and this comes not long after a judge rejected her bail. Prior to this legal incident, Sytch had been making big money on OnlyFans, but those days are officially over. Now back in jail, Sytch won't be able to make any more content for the account, but even if she could, fans of hers will no longer be able to pay to see her content. Moving on, Damian Priest was wandering aimlessly on Raw until Edge coaxed him into joining the Judgment Day. Priest appeared during Edge's match against AJ Styles at WrestleMania 38 to pledge his allegiance to the Rated R superstar. Outside of WWE, Priest is being called out for cheating. A Twitter user going by the name of China Claire Lopez claims Priest cheated on his partner with two women who happen to be the sisters of said Twitter user. Claire posted a screenshot of the alleged conversation between Priest and her little sister. She's made her profile private now, but you can view her caption below. Priest is in the midst of a new career direction as part of Edge's Judgment Day stable. His close friend and fellow Raw superstar Riddle is also getting called out by a former girlfriend of the original Bro. The woman has leveled some serious allegations against Riddle. If anything, the allegations could send tons of heat their way. WWE is known to take allegations very seriously as they result in bad press for the promotion, but there are no real criminal accusations here, just bad relationship activities. We'll have to wait and see what's next. Davey Boy Smith Jr., the son of WWE Hall of Famer the British Bulldog, signed a new contract with WWE last year. He competed in just one dark match before he was ultimately released by the company back in November last year. In spite of his short run, Smith Jr. is willing to return to WWE in the future. While speaking on the Straight Talk Wrestling podcast, Davey Boy Smith Jr. said, "If there's an opportunity to go back to WWE, if there's an actual direction for me, then I think that there's still definitely some mileage and some great stuff that they can do with me there, and I would like to just, sometimes, gotta be the right timing." Since his release from WWE, he has been working for the NWA. Smith is set to partner up with Doug Williams to challenge La Rebellion for the NWA World Tag Team titles at the June 11th NWA Always Ready pay-per-view event. We'll have to see whether he will return to WWE in the future or not. And we're ending today with John Cena, who defeated AJ Styles at the 2017 Royal Rumble to capture his 16th World Championship, matching the record set by Ric Flair. Cena tried to break Flair's record when he challenged Universal Champion Roman Reigns at last year's SummerSlam, and though he failed in that quest, Kurt Angle thinks it's just a matter of time. Speaking on his podcast, Kurt explained his confidence in Big Match John, who debuted in WWE by facing him in 2002. The answer is simple: yes. I know that records are made to be broken, and I believe John Cena is going to break Ric Flair's record. In exactly 1 month from today, Cena will have reached 20 years since his WWE debut, and while he's dispatched of the likes of JBL, Edge, and Randy Orton to win world titles, Angle is confident Big Match John has one more reign in him. Well guys, that's our news for today. Please share your comments below. Also hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon to receive all notifications. And as always, thanks for watching.